Hey y'all, today we have this black 27.5-foot chaparral in for a full gel coat restoration. As you see, it's oxidized. It's pretty oxidized when you get up close. So first we're gonna go in and do our wash, do our whole wash. It's got a lot of dirt on here, lake water, whatever it is. So let's go ahead and get started. This is pretty self-explanatory. Just spraying on there, not spraying on the black. I'm not worried about spraying on the black. It's just bottom paint. The dirt will come off of there. And this is the gel kind. It don't go in the air too much like the regular liquid kind. So just do that, let it sit for a few minutes, rinse it off. And then after that, we're going to rinse the whole boat off, spray some Dawn dish soap on there, and wash it and get rid of any grease or oil that may be on there, and start wet sanding. Alright, now I'm going in with Stark's Venom. This works super amazing for non-skid. We got a lot of spider poop on here and just bad stains. So what I'm doing is I'm just squirting it, and then I take my little brush and I rub it in just like that. You can just smear it around, or you can scrub real good if it's bad. And then you want to let it sit for a little bit, let's say a few minutes, and pressure wash it off. This stuff right here is a complete lifesaver. Alright y'all, today we are starting the wet sanding process. We are going in with 800 grit by Sunmite. This is the paper version. I've done many of boats with this and it works great. This is going to be the first tool, the first piece of paper that we are going in to cut the oxidation out with, and then we're going to go in with 1,000 grit. All you do is just put it on your D8 polisher, short throw. It's got an interface pad. You just put it on like that. And we're going to do about two by 2 sections. And then I'd say rinse it out. If you have any grit left, just keep going. I wouldn't go no more than 2 to 3 sections, and then I would switch it out to a new piece. You want to make sure you rinse off your surface as you go. And once you do, wet it again after you're done sanding. You will see if there's any white still there or not. If they're still white, you gotta keep sanding. All right, and for the letters and for little areas like this that the buffer won't get perfect, you have to hand sand. The buffer's not gonna get in there, and it's not gonna get this ridge up in here. We do strive for perfection, so maybe it's just us. Some people say just use a polisher only. We like to hand sand areas that the polisher won't get. So you want to do it just like that. You keep switching areas of your sandpaper. Just keep getting in there. You want to get around everything. And then I am going to go in with 2,000 grit around this, because I don't want to leave any 1,000 grit hand sanding scratches, because when you do hand sand, it leaves harder scratches in there than a polisher will. All right, now if you look, you can see where I've got the oxidation off by hand sanding. And right here, look, it's still wet. And I'll wet it again just to prove. See, none. And I didn't get right here. You can see the white right in there. You're going to be very detailed with it. There's no way a polisher's going to fit in there. Just want to do it like that. Keep going and rinsing so you don't see the white no more. Now we're going to carry on with the side. We're going to move up a grit and go on with our compound. That's how simple it is to hand And just, you know, wet sand a boat. You want to go around this, and then see right here, you got that oxidation in there. Keep going. Alright y'all, we'll show a clip in real time how to do it. So this is our 800. You don't have to use 800 depending on the condition of the boat you're dealing with. But on here, we are using 800 and it's black and it's pretty bad. So you just want to go through with your passes just like that, nice and slow on a medium setting. Keep a nice pattern. You don't want to go crazy. You want to go up and down, side to side about 2 times. Then you want to rinse it off. And I will say, with your first fresh piece of paper, as soon as you do that first pass, up and down, side to side, you want to stop, rinse the surface, rinse your paper, and do it again, because it will start like grabbing the surface just because it's a fresh piece. Look at all that. And don't get scared when you see the color coming off. That's what you want to see. Gel coat, most gel coat is very thick. Some of the new boats are different. So you just want to know what you're doing before you start wet sanding. All right, and this is what our surface looks like once it's dried up with 800 grit. Now we're going in with 1000. Hey y'all, now that we're done wet sanding, we're going to go in with compound. As always, we're using Stark's Level R. This is a whole bucket. It's $100-something, but it comes with a lot. I think it's a lot better than the little 32-ounce bottles. So now we have our wool pad on here. As you see, it's on a rotary with a 3M quick connect. You can get those on eBay or Amazon, I think. Now usually we use the 3M real wool pad, and this is just a regular synthetic. It's not real wool. The real wool is better. This one lents way too much, and it gets in my way. Adapter. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and spur it out with this. You can get this on Amazon or Stark's website. Do that every time you do a pass of compound on your boat, or it's going to get too clogged up and it's not going to do the job it needs to do. You can use any compound you want, but I will say this is the most abrasive. And we're going to take a little bit, just like that. I'm gonna do right here. We already got right there. And if you look in the side, you come here sideways, you'll see all the holograms. You do not want to leave those holograms there. You want to polish after. So we're going to do a 2x2 section. I like to dot it around just like that. We're going to start off with 600 RPMs right here, and then we're going to work our way up to about 1200. You want to keep it tilted. You could do 600 or 1000 RPM, but while you're working it in, you want to keep it tilted and put pressure to keep a pattern. And then once it's all worked in, you want to finish off kind of flat on about 1200 RPM. Like that, you want to work with it, so you keep turning it. Now we turn it up. Just like that is how you compound. I highly recommend compounding after you wet sand. If you want to compound over oxidation, go ahead, but you'll be doing it again. Hey y'all, today we are going to start polishing on this black Chaparral. If you see on down, I've already got down here with the rotary. We have not got this part right yet, and we have not restored this, but we are going ahead and getting the black done. We're going in with the yellow synthetic wool double-sided pad on our rotary. First thing I'm going to do is spur it out. Once you've got about halfway down the boat, you want to take this pad off, put some soap on it, just go massage it real good and rinse it out very well. We're going to go in and finish our, a lot of people don't want to polish with the rotary because they get scared. It involves a lot of heat. So what we're going to do here is, I'm not doing this whole section at one time. I'm going to do half at a time. The surface is very hot. If you do too big of a section, you won't get it done right. It won't look like it should. What I'm going to do is just put about that much on there, a little bit more. You don't want to put too much or you'll have a lot of product slinging. Now first, I'm going to smear it around just like that. And then I'm going to start on 600 RPMs, work it in, and then I'm going to go up to 2500. When I work it in, after I'm done working it in, I'm going to do 2500 black. You want to go slow. You want to hold it as flat as possible because that's what's getting all them swirls out of there. You just want to work it in with one pass. Now, just like that, if you keep going, you're going to work too much product away. I'm going to stop right there. When you do this, you want to hold it on there long enough, and the surface is very hot because it's actually getting all them deep swirls and everything out of there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this top too, and then we're going to go with the short throw right here with the ignition. This is going to be your fastest part. You do not want to stop with the rotary or you'll have a lot of swirls in there. Not swirls, I would say holograms. If you look, after I wipe it, you come up to the side and compare the two. You got a haze in here where we did, and you still got all those swirls up there where we did not polish. So let's go ahead and polish that second half. As always, spur it out. This is going to be so much faster than going in with a roots polisher or anything. Back before we ever started polishing with this, it took us a long time. Alright, and that's it. If you do it good enough and you do it just right, I swear it'll only take one pass with the rotary. Now look over here where we have it done. It's crazy. Now let's go ahead and hit it with ignition. All right, now with this, you want to use very little product. This is very thin. We're going to do about 2 passes on the surface. Smear it on a low setting. And then you can put it on about 6. That's crazy. You ain't got to be afraid of doing black boats if you do it just like this and you do it right. Now look, on this section, we can actually do the whole section because the ignition's very thin and it won't dry up. It's just made to get those holograms and like the micro mooring out. See how it has a nice even pattern? And you don't have to worry about staying on the surface too long like you do with the first step of polishing with the rotary, because this is just doing a simple, easy step of taking out that hazing. That's it. And after this, before you put on your sealant or your ceramic coating, you want to make sure you do an alcohol prep, because all polishes leave a residue on there that you won't be able to get off unless you wash it off with Dawn or you just alcohol prep the whole thing. You can do, I say 1 to 2 passes, but we're going to do 2 to make sure we got everything out of there. I mean, look at the difference right here. It's crazy. Let's get a fresh, clean, plush microfiber towel and wipe this off. All right, now we're taking some alcohol in there, rubbing it with our plush towel. You want to make sure the towel is edgeless, because you don't want to put scratches right back in there. It would defeat the whole purpose. How amazing. When a customer takes their boat out, they don't want to see a bunch of haze and bullcrap in their boat. You don't want to leave that. That's why people take their side pictures like that. Look, we ain't even done over there. And it almost looks perfect. But you look right here, and you take a light to it. All right, we're all done with the bottom now. We just sealed it with Stark's Hyper Hold polymer sealant, the short throw DA, and a waxing pad. You want to use a very soft waxing pad, applicator pad, whatever. Whenever we're done with big boats, we like to put it on by machine, puts it on more evenly and saves a lot of time. Look how good it looks. That's crazy. Alright, y'all, we're now working on the last side. As you see, it looks absolutely terrible compared to the other side. When you look at it sideways, it looks like it's more glossier, but you get right up on it, you can see all that oxidation in there. So let's go check out this other side that we're now finished with. And there you have it. Look at that. It's a night and day difference. Look at the sun in it. There's swirl marks. No holograms. It's absolutely flawless. It looks amazing. The sun's right in it. And that's what that yellow wool and finish are. I'm telling you now, it makes a huge difference instead of just using a regular polisher. I mean, it's amazing. The customer is going to absolutely love this. Now let's get started on the other side.